This song is very, very close to my heart. I actually wrote it on the same weekend that I wrote Queen of the Shipwreck, if that tells you where my head was at. I was reading How to Survive a Shipwreck and working on the Queen of the Shipwreck song. And I got an email from my dear friend Zach Huskins, and he had sent me this poem that he had written called Paper Thin. And his father had passed away not long before, and the circumstances were just really awful. And his father, Bishop David Huskins, was like a second father to me, and we were all in mourning together. And Zach had written this beautiful poem about processing his grief. And as soon as I read it, I messaged him and I said, can I please put some music to that, rework it a little bit, and we can call it a collaboration. And he was enthusiastic in agreeing. And I've never performed this song live. I've posted it a few times, the lyric as a poem, especially when we moved out of the Nashville house, because it seemed like a little too appropriate with the life changes and transition. But if you're walking through stuff in your life and you're feeling like things are changing and you don't quite have any answers, you can either start a war in your anger, or you can write a poem and process it and move forward. And so I thank you, Zach. If you're watching, you said you were. Thank you for this poem and for helping me be able to process grief that I didn't even know I was going to be dealing with until far later. You know, sometimes the song comes first and then the life experience happens. And this is one of those. This is Paper Thin. Washed up, stripped bare, just food for the birds. Like bitter poets, swallow tears and bleed with words. There are storms outside my window. There are storms inside my head. The ghost cue their crescendos as the monsters plague my bed. I wander the halls where the madness first began. Press my ear to the walls. This house is paper thin. Like the stone that was rejected, am I just a stumbling block? I wander the halls where the madness first began. Press my ear to the wall. close.